Hey guys, welcome to Galaxy Sparkles, where I turn imagination into reality. Thank you for tuning in and giving me a few minutes of your time. Leave a comment below and let me know how my craftsmanship has came along. Also like and share this video. And if you'd like to watch my progression as a one-stop shop, subscribe and let us take the journey together. Galaxy Sparkles. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today. Today is Friday, November 22nd. And today we're going to begin by melting some wax. Coming up with a couple of, pouring a couple of molds. And seeing what we're able to come up with and create today. Today will be the 10th ring that I've made. Craftsmanship is definitely improving. And I also got some good news. Today I ordered some stones. I ordered quite a few stones. So we're going to begin making some jewelry with stones. Maybe in some wax. But definitely in some metal, because I also ordered a rolling mill. So hopefully after Thanksgiving we will begin being able to work with some copper. We're going to start with copper and work our way up into silver. Then as I become more comfortable with silver, start moving into the gold area. Silver and gold. But we're definitely going to begin in the copper till we create some good pieces. Make sure we have the soldering down, the filing, and being able to completely clean it up and make it look presentable where people would want to own this jewelry. So I'm very excited for the near future, as well as I'm excited for today, for no telling what we're going to get to create today. I'm not sure if this torch right here is hot enough to do some soldering on the copper. If not, we'll get a little bit bigger one, but this one may suffice just fine. We're definitely going to find out. So we're going to get all the soldering equipment we need, get some copper gathered up. And when that rolling mill finally gets here, we'll be able to start rolling out some copper plating and some tubing and see what we can't come up with creative-wise, which I have a very huge imagination, and I already got some great ideas. Just hope I can put my craftsmanship to the huge imagination I have. I'm gonna put some gloves on. I have been destroying my fingers in the first week of messing with this wax. I have burnt the skin plumb off my dang fingers. Hey now. I really have fell deep into loving this jewelry making process. I can't get enough of the learning. I can't get enough of the creations. I go to bed sleeping. I go to bed imagining creations. I wake up thinking of creations. I am so pumped about creating this jewelry. And hope I can get enough following, enough of you people to enjoy it just as much as I do, because I am definitely going to be sending out a lot of energy full of love, joy, and connectedness. And I hope y'all tune in and catch you some of this big energy ball, because there's a lot of it coming at you guys. I am a young middle-aged man with tons of enthusiasm about life. I love humanity. I'm a very deep person. I think that just to be able to experience the human life is just as good as winning the lottery. They actually say that just to experience a human life it's easier to win the lottery than it is to experience a human life. So just to even get to live a human life is basically better than winning the lottery. So let's fill this universe full of high vibration, lots of love, lots of joy, lots of happiness, a lot of connectedness. Let's raise the vibration of this world, and we can do it together right here. We can start right here. Let's see if we got us a starting point here. That's all I'm looking for, is just a start, so I don't have to create the entire band. And it looks like we do have a starting point. Somewhat. Something else I'm practicing on is becoming a better YouTuber. Just trying to be a one-stop shop type thing. I am just trying to become a one-stop shop where I'm able to do it all, from videoing, editing, jewelry crafting, jewelry making, casting my own jewelry, creating my own jewelry, and selling my own jewelry. And I hope y'all come along for the ride, because we're going to have a good time. I'm only going to get better at this stuff. I know right now this is just some Mickey Mouse kind of stuff we're dealing with, but we're definitely going to improve our craftsmanship. That's a fact. We're going to improve our craftsmanship on editing. We're going to improve our craftsmanship on content. A lot of people just don't realize how special of a gift we have, of the gift of life, the gift to get to experience a human existence. It's such a wonderful thing. And I absolutely love it. I know the downfalls and the troubles are very hard for a lot of people. I hate to see suffering. But it's just some sort of lessons that we all have our lessons here in life. I think it's some type of schooling for what's after this life, whatever that may be. But we're definitely here learning. And with jewelry making, which I've had to practice much patience throughout my life, but this jewelry making, it's just so peaceful, and you just use patience, and I really enjoy this jewelry making. High five. Shake. Come on. Good girl. Speaking of old technology, such as the pyramid technology, what it took to actually build the pyramids, who actually knows? We don't have the equipment today to duplicate what they've done, how they created it. We just don't have the capabilities of duplicating what they created however many years ago it was created. And the alignment that it was with the Orion belt. Just the alignment. Just the precision of these pyramids. No one really truly knows what the pyramids were actually used for. There has been some great speculation of probably more than likely some sort of power source that powered the entire globe. But again, no one truly knows all their capabilities. You know, there's also portals and gateways spread out throughout some of these pyramids that are actually guarded by soldiers. That allows no one to go. They're guarded. Whatever they are, they're guarded. There's just so many wonders of the world that are just unexplainable. I've done so much research and my imagination has just ran fluently through it. Just the capabilities that we possibly could have. And we're just not able to unlock certain things because that we are so wrapped up. They keep us so busy through life. Oh yeah, getting back to the technology. I was getting off beat there. And if you're still tuned in after all this chit-chatting, well, hey, that's cool, man. Stick around. We might learn something together. Because I'm full of BS, that's for sure. I got some BS in me. I have an open mind, an open heart. I will listen to anyone's ideas. And through what I've learned, I will either accept your idea or just let you continue having your own idea. But I would never belittle your ideas, your beliefs. Never would I do that. So if you ever want to get open with me, hey, you're more than welcome to. I'm definitely willing to get open with you. But getting back to keep getting off beat. Getting back to technology, just in the past 75 years, let's just say 75 years, look what we have gone through just in 75 years. And the earth has been here 14.5 billion years. Humanity alone. Here I go, I'm getting off track again. Just in the last 75 years, the technology has grown so much. It has advanced so quickly, and we're only advancing even more quick than ever. And the technology that the pyramids had back whenever they were built, however many thousands of years ago that was, the technology that we had back then, and they're just trying to convince me or you that the technology we have is just 2024 technology. For me, that's hard to believe. Unless something catastrophic had happened to where it actually did reset humanity, something terrible happened, whatever it was, war, asteroids hitting Earth, whatever it was, something catastrophic either happened or a veil has been pulled over our eyes, and the truth is just that we are much further advanced than they're trying to show us that we are. Or something catastrophic really did happen that set us back and we had to start all over, and we're just now getting back to where we're close to where we once were at one point in time. Whatever the case may be, I think there's a certain fella that has an idea of colonizing the universe with the human species, and I am all about that. I am so pumped and fired up about the idea of colonizing the universe with humans, so that if something were to ever be catastrophic happen, to where it could extinct us, the human race, that we would be multi-planet species and have the capabilities of surviving. But I know they have seeds for if something were to ever happen catastrophically. There are, they have reserves for starting over, for like seeds for wheat, all kinds of different seeds, for regrowing crops and whatever else. They do have all this stuff in storage, a special place wherever it is. And with the technology we have these days, I know they're able to create humans. I know that we are able to create humanity through this technology, through certain technologies such as CRISPR, where they're able to take certain DNA in. They can install certain DNA. They can take out certain DNA, like the bad stuff that causes diseases, that's hereditary. They're able to take these genes out of your DNA sequence and basically make perfect humans. Have you noticed lately how some of these athletes are just extraordinary? Just look back from the 20s. Just go back to the 20s. In fact, just go back to the 50s compared to what humans are today. We are definitely evolving. We're becoming faster, stronger. We're living longer. I know there's a lot of bad, but through all this bad, there's kind of like I was talking about earlier, through failure, you grow stronger so that you're able to overcome the weaknesses. And to me, it just seems like, just looking back from the 50s, the athletes from then to what we have now, we're faster, we're smarter, we're stronger, we're able to do just wild things. I mean, people are doing triple front backflips on motorcycles. It's so freaking amazing. I am so pumped for our future. I'm just as pumped for our future. Actually, I'm more pumped for the human future than I am about jewelry making. And I am super pumped about this jewelry making. There's just so much to live for, even if it's just to see some of the future. I've always been excited. I used to tell my brother all the time how excited I was for the future because we were blessed with bad eyes. And I say blessed with bad eyes because if I were able to see when I was younger, I was so wild. I was so wild when I was young. No, there's just no telling what could have happened. But I was just a hot-headed young man. I was so angry at the world. And I had lots to prove. I was always trying to prove I was better than everyone else. Even with bad eyes, I would outplay them. I would out-hustle them. I'd outwork them. I did that up all the way into my 40s. Well, I'm still in my 40s, my late 40s. I did that up into my early 40s. I wanted to outwork everybody. I just had so much to prove. And then as you get older, you lose a little bit of eyesight where you got to start wearing glasses, which I've always worn glasses my entire life. But my point is, when you get older, you begin to lose a little bit of eyesight, and some older gentlemen begin begin having glasses, and they're holding the newspaper way out here so they can read it and stuff like that. Well, basically, that's what happened to me. I was already just barely able to drive, and I lost my livelihood. I lost everything. I lost everything. It was the toughest time I ever went through in my entire life. It was a 2.5 year process. This happened 2.5 years ago. I shut my business down in May of 2022. And I sat on the couch for basically 5 months. I went from 180 pounds, bench pressing 320 pounds, down to 140 pounds and could barely lift a 50-pound bag of silver to go sell so I was selling everything I had so that I could basically buy the house I live in now, just so I could have a roof over my head, because what I'm making now is what I used to make in one day. And I'm content with it now. I'm very blessed. I'm very thankful for what I have. But my life has been full of disappointments, a lot of failures, but it's only made me stronger as a human. I don't know what we're listening to right here, but it's got to stop. So getting back to technology, I get to talking and can't stop. I love for people to be able to talk to me because I love hearing stories about people. My customers back in the day, they would just open up and tell me things that you just shouldn't tell certain people. And I mean, I know lots of people's skeletons that they've unleashed. Like, I just know a lot of stuff about a lot of people, and it's pretty wild how people just open up to me. Maybe it's because I'm so open. I'm not sure. But I love hearing folks' stories. And I hope to get to hear some of y'all's. I have some ideas for this channel where maybe that can happen someday. Of course, this channel's going to have to grow. And if you're still here watching this video as I'm ranting and speaking and talking, my mind and my heart, good for you. Thank you for staying. Thank you for listening. You can judge me all you want. That doesn't bother me. I've been judged my whole life, and that stuff just don't bother me. Like I said, I used to be wild. I used to hang out of my work truck as a business owner. Hang out just wild, just free-spirited. I'm just a free-spirited person with not a care in the world. But whenever I did go through them problems, starting in May of 2022, up to about, I would say, which I got interested in this jewelry making probably 2.5, 3 weeks ago. And I haven't looked back since. I've just been ordering stuff. I've just been so busy buying stuff, and then I've only got to be I've only been able to create this jewelry for the last week and a half since I began getting certain tools in, and it just takes time to get started in anything. But I'm so pumped about it. But I've been actually at work as far as ordering, researching tools for the past 3 weeks or so. I just worked nonstop, kind of like, and I'm going to treat this like a business. It's definitely going to be a business in the future. But I plan on it. It's going to be a 4 or 5 year plan for sure before before I believe I could be super successful. I'm going to buy some good equipment. I believe in having great equipment. my craftsmanship level is definitely going to improve unless people begin wanting to purchase this jewelry I'm making, which I don't expect them to buy none of this stuff I'm making today. Maybe in another month when I start getting to, because I am a very good craftsman and I enjoy building. I think the metal side I'll definitely be better at. But as far as this wax, I don't think it'll be ready for casting at this time. I mean, I know it's not. I wouldn't buy it. But I will. I work hard, especially at things I love. Whenever I got into dirt bike riding, I learned how to, which I rode dirt bikes about 7.5 years or so. I learned how to rebuild the engines on them. I learned how to rebuild the forks. I learned how to do basically everything. I treated the hobby, I was a weekend warrior. I treated the hobby like I raced. I mean, I practiced like I was a professional. I never could race because of my eyesight. And I had way too much responsibility to take an extra chance of getting hurt because I was so competitive. And I had way too much responsibilities to get hurt, which it was a dangerous sport, and it was very easily to get hurt. But fortunately, I just had a few mishaps and got pretty lucky. I was pretty fortunate. But I did play hard, I rode hard, and when they bumped me, I'd bump them back. Because I do play hard. But I practice like it's game time. I practice like it's game time. I think if you practice and you don't put much hard work into it like it's game time, I think you'll play game time like you practice. So if you're if you're just half-assing it in practice, you're going to be a half-ass in game. So put your full effort into practice. And that's what I do with this jewelry making. I know I'm not great at it, but whenever I begin sanding my finished product, I want it, although the craftsmanship is janky. Thanks, Jay. Janky. I used to hate that word, and here I just used it. I know my craftsmanship will be a little janky, but the finished product will be smooth. It would be ready for casting. There'll be no pits in this. I am practicing like it's game time. I practice like it's game time. All right, now then, let's see what we're going to build here. Let's think of something here. What can we actually build? All right, I came up with a little idea here. It ain't much. It's just wax. So let's see what we can create. Let's find this, see, 187. It'll be more than plenty. Square this up right here. Act like that's a little emerald. We'll just pretend this is an emerald. Ooh, don't want to file the texture off. Well, I was looking at some nice emeralds. I was really wanting to purchase some, but my craftsmanship just ain't to that level to buy them yet. There's some nice ones out there. I just bought some 2mm zirconias this morning. I purchased probably plenty for a while, that's for sure. 2 millimeters in all different colors. I got whites, I got pinks, I got champagnes, green, aqua blue, I don't know, all kinds. I bought enough to last no telling how long, that's for sure. They're 5As, whatever that means, lab grown 5A. I mean, I guess they're the pretty decent for what they are, pretty decent little pieces. But we're gonna make some cool stuff with them, that's for sure. That's for dang sure. And in time, we're gonna make some masterpieces, and that's for sure too. I ain't looking to be the best jeweler in the world, but I'm looking to be dang good at it. That's another for sure for you. And hey, if you're still tuned in, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We're going to have a good time on this channel. We're going to talk about some crazy stuff. You think I'm talking about some crazy stuff now? I got a lot of knowledge. I don't know if the knowledge is right or wrong, but it's a lot of knowledge, and I got a lot of gift to gab. And if y'all want to gab with me, we'll gab together. Because I got a lot to gab about. Especially if you guys begin interacting with me. Leaving comments. I'll comment back. We'll discuss it over the video. Give you shout outs. Like I said, I have some great ideas for the future for this channel where maybe we can interact. But it's definitely going to have to be further on down the road whenever I'm able to do it through YouTube with enough subscribers and all that good stuff. So if you don't mind, like, comment, subscribe, so maybe in the future we can make that happen. I'd appreciate it. I'll work hard for you. I'll talk a lot of crap for you. And I'll build some, eventually, very beautiful jewelry for you. So please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. And again, this is just practicing, but I'm practicing like I'm creating a masterpiece. That way when it's game time and my craftsmanship has improved, it just kind of rolls right over into the game time. If that makes any sense. And if it doesn't, know one thing for sure. It definitely makes sense to me. And at the end of the day, that's truly all that matters. Because I'm the one got to lay in that bed at night all by myself most nights. Wrapped up in my own little thoughts for about 3 minutes before I pass out. That's usually about all it takes, 3 to 5 minutes. I'm usually on the pillow and gone. Hey now, hang on. Did I look at that wrong earlier? I was looking, 7, 6.9. Thought we was going to an 8. All right, we're gonna go to a 7 now. So let's get back to coloring the edges right here. And like I said, what I've learned, which I learned this through my trade, but to see it carried over into the jewelry business was pretty cool, was just color the edge of your project and you'll be able to see the high spots, the low spots, and get that thing pretty square. So let's see what we come up with. Alrighty, put these gloves back on, protect my little wore out fingers, boy. That wax has done destroyed my fingers. I'm peeling skin today. Oh man, that's not cool. Didn't notice that down on the ground. Let's fill these pits up right quick. Because what I have learned in the jewelry is if you are going to cast this, you want your wax to be perfect or dang near perfect, because metal is definitely harder to file on than this wax. And if your wax is pretty nice and smooth, your metal should come out looking just like it and be a lot less metal work after casting. There's a little bitty pit. Let's go ahead and fill that up. Right there. Because that would definitely show up in your metal, and getting that little pit out right there, you'd have to take that little fuse welder. That's probably how I would end up doing it. Filling that hole. Filling that little divot. So let's just do it now in wax before it gets to metal. How about that? So let me know in the comments what kind of stuff y'all are into, and if I have any knowledge on that stuff, we'll discuss it for sure. And if it's interesting enough, I'll be doing some research on it, and we'll talk about it on the channel. Because I'm always willing to learn some new stuff, especially if it's very interesting stuff. I love learning. I enjoy learning, especially things that I'm very interested in, like pyramids, ancient wisdom, portals, dimensions. I'm interested in quite a bit of cool things. I've done a lot of research on many topics. I'm not a know-it-all by all means. I'm not a know-it-all by all means. But I do find the people that I feel like are the best in what I'm researching. I research for the best people on certain subjects that I'm really following. I don't take anybody's word on what they say. I do my own due diligence and do research and come up with my own conclusions based on what these professionals are saying. And through that, I've came up with a lot of knowledge, a lot of understanding, and a lot of confusion, actually. My research has put me into confusion. Just the capabilities that we have through our technology these days, and the things that these scientists are able to create and duplicate. Wow, it's so cool. It's pretty cool stuff. You know, the rumors of this project called CERN, C-E-R-N, CERN, opening portals or throwing... They say they're trying to recreate the Big Bang. Boom. Throwing these particles at, I forgot the exact speeds, but at crazy speeds, and throwing these tiny little particles and making them bang together, trying to recreate the Big Bang theory. It's a big project. And I think they're able to actually... well, conspiracy theories, maybe open portals to different dimensions. And what about time travel? What do y'all think about time travel? Do y'all think time travel is possible? Let me know in the comments about your ideas and your thoughts on time travel. I'd love to hear it, because that stuff fascinates me. I am very fascinated with stuff like this. This is my fascinations. Time travel, portals, dimensions, pyramids. Try to keep my finger away from that hot wax, being barehanded. This stuff has destroyed my fingers in the last week and a half. by not having patience, trying to be Speedy Gonzalez. I just learned how to actually begin sawing this stuff, because I used to attempt to saw this wax like I would saw a plastic pipe or a metal pipe with a hacksaw or whatever, and I've learned that slow and steady is the key in jewelry working, and me trying to be fast-handed done fired my fingers up. I mean, I have lost all kinds of skin. Look at that. Pow. There's a good one right there. There's a good one right there. There's a good one right there. Oh, hang on. We got another one over here that's almost a week and a half old. That was my very first one right there. Right there on that middle finger right there. Fired it up now. It was some good stuff. Let you know you're alive. That pain will let you know you're alive. So yeah, just leave some comments about what you're into, and I would love some interaction with the human species again. It's been 2.5 years since I got to communicate and have conversations with different humans, different characters. There's so many different characters, and I could get along with everybody. I was so good. I was good at getting along with everybody. Now some customers were so uptight, and you just go in with your head down, do your work, and get out of there. But I became good at reading people, reading their feelings, reading their emotions, knowing if they were stressed out when we showed up because they knew this was fixing to cost, or didn't care what it was going to cost. I got very good at communication and reading people through business. And I miss that stuff, and I would love to sit down and chit chat with you guys. To me, this stuff is fun. Just talking and sharing thoughts and ideas and feelings. So don't hesitate. Leave a comment. Let's talk about something. Inspire me to do some more research. I think we're going to use that little thin spot to actually put that fake emerald on right there, and we'll build up, kind of hide that. Won't even know it's there by the time I get done with it. That little thin spot right there. I don't know I just want to make sure you can see it there. Make sure my camera angle's right. And let me also, leave in the comments what you think about this POV experience. Or would you rather me set the camera and move the camera around? Let me know what you guys like, because, again, I'm just learning how to do this stuff. Filming and trying to communicate with the wild world of people. The different cultures, the different ideas. This is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right, let's put us a... Now then, where'd my little piece go? Did I set it up here somewhere? Dang, I should have set it up out of the way. Oh, I bet that's what hit the ground earlier. Well, I may have to make a new emerald. I have misplaced my emerald. My make-believe emerald. Oh, think I felt it. There it is. Blend it in. I found it. Texture side up just to make it look good. Let's see here. Need to cover that thin spot. I know one thing for sure. I'm gonna stick some gloves on until we doing this close quarter work. We're gonna stick some gloves on, protect them little tore up fingers. All right here. Tack that together right quick. Get some measurements and see if we need to move it around a little. That's pretty close though, eyeballing it. I guess I got my soldering iron into it and caused a divot on this side, so I tried to make it a little uniform on that side, but we'll take a small little round file to it and square that up, make it. Again, craftsmanship ain't the greatest right now, but I'm practicing like it's game time. Let's see, that ain't a round file. That is though. Practicing like it's game time, guys. If you're still with me, thank you for sticking around. Leave me a comment. We'll talk about something tomorrow. We'll talk about your comment tomorrow on the video if you like. If it's something I understand, or and if it, like I said, if it's interesting enough, I'll do some studying on it and we'll definitely have that conversation. I'm always willing to learn new ideas and continue my education. I love learning. Practice like it's game time. That smoothing him right on up. Ooh, just a little nudge. Little hickey right there, and it'll be about done. Yeah, that's pretty good. See what? Ooh, we got a lot of work to do on this side. Hopefully that's getting good in the camera. Let me know in the comments what you think, what kind of camera angles you like. If you like the point of view, or if you like these kind of shots, or maybe you like both of them. I'll mix them both in. Still got a pretty nice little hickey right there. All right. Flatten this thing down. Start getting all the file marks off of it nicely. Look at that. Woo! Slickness now. find us a this will do what I need to do. What I'm trying to, what's in my mind. But this will help accomplish it. Ooh, that's a big old divot right there now. See that divot right there? We're gonna fill that up before we go any further. Gosh dang, grab a hold of it, boy. Get you some. Hey, if y'all are still with me, I sure appreciate it. Ain't much chatting going on right now. I'm just really concentrating. Really focused in, trying to get these ring looking as nice as I know how with what I've got to work with and my skill level. But I am practicing like it's the game time. I'm practicing like I play in a game. I practice hard. I work hard. It's just the way I am. If I dedicate myself to something, I give it all I got until I can't go no more. Well, I fall down, I get up till I can't get up no more. It's just the way I'm made. Ooh, I see something nasty over there. That's kind of gross. What the heck? Let's smooth that out. How did I know? Oh, that's where I had that big divot earlier, ain't it? That's where I had that big divot earlier, isn't it? I definitely have the gift to gab. I'd love to be able to gab with you guys. You give us something to talk about. Just leave us a comment down there about a certain subject that you're interested in, and if I know anything about it, we'll definitely do some chit-chatting about it. And if there's, ooh, I just bent that up. And if it's interesting enough, I'm going to do some research, and then we're still going to talk about it. Might be something I need to learn anyway. I know this is my 10th ring that I've made, and compared to my first ring, my second ring, just each ring continues to get better and better. And I am also enjoying this stuff. This stuff to me is just nice and peaceful. I didn't know exactly how I was going to approach making jewelry. I know I wanted to talk and kind of talk about my ideas while I'm doing this stuff and just give you people my perspective of my life and what my ideas, and heck, maybe I can open your heart and your mind to some new ideas that I have, and maybe you'll find some research that maybe you'll research some things that I haven't been able to research and come up with some answers, some cool answers that I haven't been able to find. Because I am definitely seeking certain things in certain categories. I am definitely seeking. It's just I keep coming up with the same. All the people I'm following are still saying the same thing for the last 4 or 5 years, and no one has no new ideas that I've came up with, that I've been able to find. And not that I've lost interest in this stuff, it's just sometimes life happens, like this jewelry making, and I've spent countless hours researching jewelry and doing what I do, how I do, just giving it my all, and kind of put all my other little subjects on not the back burner, but definitely on the warmer. keeping them warm. But all my people are still saying the same thing, and I follow some very, very smart people who I consider smart and intelligent. I used to do the same thing in business. I would surround myself with other great companies. And whenever I need help, that's the people I would use is only the best. I would surround myself with the best, so if I ran into a problem, the best result could come too out of the circumstances that I was currently facing. And I faced some circumstances in my trade, that's for sure. It was a good time. Made a lot of money. Blowed a lot of money. I thought I had another at least 10, 15 years left to be able to work. And I was blowing and going. Investing. I wouldn't even consider it investing my money. I was gambling my money. Learned a lot about world economics through the stock market. I got involved in the stock market about, I'd say probably 6.5, 7 years ago from today. But I was a gambler. I've been a gambler my whole life. I played poker poker was one of my big rainbow dreams, one of my chasing the rainbow type of thing. I quit my job, played poker for right at 2.5 years, paid my bills for 2.5 years playing poker, chasing that rainbow, and it just never did work out for me, and I went back to plumbing. And it was actually the best thing, one of the best things that ever happened to me was my trade. Getting to be able to communicate with people, be able to read people. It was wonderful. I enjoyed my job the last 13, 14 years of my career. Enjoyed it. Now, granted, there were some tough days and very hard work. But for the most part, I was happy. I still am happy. I'm a very happy person inside. Joyful, full of joy, full of love. And I would just love to be able to share that with you fellas and you gals, and hopefully it shines through my jewelry someday when my craftsmanship level becomes worthy enough to make it actually sparkle. Galaxy Sparkles. A pretty cool name, I thought. The little sparklies. And I'm all into the universe, and that's kind of how I came up with the name, Galaxy Sparkles. So many wonders of the world, so many wonders of the galaxy, so many wonders of the entire universe. And there's just not enough time to learn everything in one life. Just not enough time to learn it all in one life. That's why I'd love to hear some of y'all's comments and get educated on some stuff that y'all researched on, and it'd be awesome. Connectedness. Let's connect. That's all I'm talking about. Dang, did I just create a void? I did. This ring's about done, guys. Are any of you guys into meditation? For me, meditation has helped with my mind wandering. I've learned to actually be in control of my mind instead of my mind being in control of me. I've actually learned to be in control of my own mind, being able to shut it off. Meditation has really helped me. I started getting off into some meditation several years ago. To help calm me down just a little bit, because I was a wild horse. Now, I'm going to tell you, I am one free-spirited fella. My heart and my mind still feel like we can do it, but my body has just taken a toll, and which I'm still very flexible. Still feel young and rejuvenated, but I'm just not like I was when I was even 41, 42 years old. Just things get different. Things begin to change, including outlooks on life. I got so much has changed for me, and I've got to document my life for so many years. What's cool about the internet and video recording is not just putting content out and trying to influence people, but just the idea of and the capabilities of being able to go back 10, 15 years and remember how I once thought, the way I spoke, how wild I was, and still knowing how I thought and just seeing the changes is so cool. And that stuff is going to be up. If you've documented anything on the internet, it'll be up for however, I would assume eternity unless something ever happens to the internet. But it's always going to be there. Not just for me to look back on, but maybe 1,000 years from now when people want to know how us humans lived, maybe they'll run across me someday and go through all my Facebooks, my YouTube channels that never succeeded. And just see my changes, how people can change. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool process. That's why I just know there's something after this life. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely something. I have a very powerful sense of something inside of me that's just extremely powerful and all-knowing. I guess you could call it like a soul, maybe. I just feel so connected to everything. I know the connections are real. I mean, we're connected to our emotions can affect plants. If you have plants growing in your house and you're always angry, your plants can feel that. Your animals can sense it. I mean, we are all so connected. It's pretty dang cool. And I just really think that even though I'm not sure what's after this life, there's definitely something, some sort of something. It's just something. Who actually truly knows? I know people have died and they say they see this and say they see that. But even after death, your brain lives for however many minutes, and that I just don't know all the answers. I've done a lot of research on it. Not that smart on it though, because frankly, I'd never been too concerned about death. I've had some experiences in life that are kind of supernatural and unexplainable. And I've done research trying to figure out the truth, what is actually real and what's not. I'm sure we've all had our experiences through life, and some unexplained things have probably happened to many of us. But I'm the type of person, if I'm interested enough in a subject or something, I definitely research it and try to find the answers. And in a lot of subjects, the answers just aren't available. Kind of like the pyramids that are scattered all across the world, that are underground in Antarctica, underground in Alaska. There's just so much that's unexplainable. So many secrets that are hidden from the normal public that we just, probably for the better, that we don't know. Maybe it's a form of them being able to control us because they know more than we do and know more truths than we do. Maybe they know the entire truth. And it's just a form of control. I'm not sure. I'm just rambling, just talking, finishing up this ring. And if y'all are still with me this entire time, hey, it's been cool. But we're almost done here. And if you like my content and would like to help support me, you could always buy me a coffee. The link is in the description. And I'd appreciate a coffee. It would help me buy some materials and just help keep me going. That's the plan. If you like my content, I do appreciate it. I'm not self-centered or anything, but I sure love myself. I love my brain. I love my thought patterns. I love my thought process. I love everything about my life. Even the hard times that I've been through, looking back, in the moments, hard times suck. But looking back and seeing my growth through them hard times, simply amazing. And I absolutely love life, and I hope I can shed that to you guys and maybe open your heart and maybe open your minds to different ideas and different ways of thinking where maybe you can even understand. Not that I'm trying to change you, but maybe just see a different way, possibly a different way. And maybe you can show me a different way. Like I said, I am open-minded and open-hearted, and I am willing to listen to anybody's idea of whatever it may be. Religion, whatever it is. Which I don't get religious or political on this channel. That's one thing I really don't want to get into because it's such a touchy subject. Both subjects are people get bent out of shape over religion. People get bent out of shape over politics. So let's just keep politics and religion off this channel if you don't mind. Those are the two subjects that I would really love to just stay away from and won't interact with. So other than that, I'm open to anything, basically. So leave a comment, guys. I think that ring is what I call ready for cast, but not, because the craftsmanship is just not quite there yet. But for the 10th ring that I've ever made in my life, I'm pleased. I'm more than happy, and I'm thankful I'm able to do it. I'm thankful for you guys watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Plenty of sparklies coming in the future. And hopefully by the end of next week, beginning of the following week after Thanksgiving, we'll be doing some metal work as well. And I feel like I will be a lot better at the metal than I am at the wax at the moment. So tune in and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you.